Okay, Gorg. 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 Oh my god, I cannot spell George. Holy shit. My goodness. Oh. Okay. Yo, 4 seagulls. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay, so basically, MSS works by pausing, unpausing, turning around in a single frame, and then repausing at the same frame. So, like, you're flicking back and forth. When you flick back and forth, Link gains a -3 speed. Um, like most buggy Nintendo games, negative speed is not capped the same way that positive speed is. So, we need to build up to -600 speed ish. And then perform a trick called upcharge, which is where you lock the camera so that when you hold directly up, Link just goes backwards and forwards so that the camera is locked. So he just constantly goes backwards and forwards and charges speed. And then we go and go to Dragon Roost to skip a large chunk of the game and get the Wind Waker early. So when I do MSS, I count in my head, so I'm going to be quiet for this. So that's 100. Now, sometimes I get 2 frames, sometimes I get... that's more than 2. So there are also other visual cues I can look at to figure out roughly where my speed is. Not very good at it right now, I'm very rusty, but... 200. I'm gonna go for some more because I know I don't have enough speed. Perfect, so that's an upcharge. And speed lock. Oh, we didn't make it. I think we're close enough where I can just MSS again. Yeah. I think I can show you can swim this. That's fine, that's whatever. So I think my ESS wasn't good enough. That's all it was. So when I was swimming, I'm holding very slightly down on the stick. And the closer I am to neutral without holding neutral, uh, the less speed I lose. While I'm traveling. It was actually a really good MSS in general, though. Happy with that. Okay, so here we get the Wind Waker, and then the next step is basically to travel through the game optimally as possible until I get the grappling hook, which will allow me to travel at literal infinite speeds. So instead of doing all this normally, we're going to jump up the side of the wall and jump past that. So when we get the grappling hook, in about 10 minutes, that basically has unlocked the greatest glitch in this game, called item sliding. So whenever you have the bow, the hook shot, the boomerang, the grappling hook out, I think those are the only four. They're first-person weapons, first-person items. And you can, unlike in the regular game, you can move around while holding them. And something somewhere, I believe it's a rounding error or a calculation error. If you hold forward or backwards or left or right, and then basically the next frame hold ESS in the opposite direction, you gain speed logarithmically or exponentially. Then they're the same math value. Because of a calculation rounding error with the new animation, which allows you to gain a lot of negative speed exponentially. Up until a certain integer value with the console will just crash. What's up, Exler? Oh shit, Kira, thank you. I don't have my alerts on, but thank you for the Prime Game and sub. I'm gonna make out with you furiously. That's what I do to all my subs. I'm sorry if I seem like I don't have too much energy as well, by the way. I did have a very long night last night at work. Submit this? I will be submitting this. This will be my ESA submission. Oh no, breaking the fourth wall. Okay. You know, with subs, yeah. Okay. So like I said, this is just generic movement. This is vanilla game stuff, but we're about to enter the first dungeon. Now we're not going to fully complete it. We're only going halfway to the mini boss to get a grapple hook because that allows us to item slide. And also for any astute observers, on the back of my link, there is no sword. There's no weapon. I'm here with a delivery bag and a Wind Waker, and that's it. Nothing else. So, you know, we're gonna have to do the dungeon without a sword. But good thing there's plenty of pots to throw at people. We even smash a chair over someone's head. Also, this is medley. You'll see why she's important later. No sword. Hey. Gold. So we play this game with a gamepad on the Wii U, which is this bad boy. Big, giant touchscreen, long thing. But we also use the Pro Controller, which is this guy. This guy. To skip cutscenes. So I'll explain the cutscene skips in a little bit when I do the first one. But essentially, we can manipulate the game in some loading zones to be able to skip cutscenes. Now, there are some flags that are set partway through cutscenes, so we do have to wait and listen to some cutscenes. And it also means that we have to maybe do some movement completely blind because it covers the screen when we have the glitch active. Which means we have to rely on audio cues to be able to maneuver around one area completely blind. To be able to get into the loading zone for the cutscene. And that wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have to kill enemies. Okay, so this is the first dungeon, Dragon Roost Cavern. So, no weapon, so we're going to take this pot, weapon of mass destruction. Light these torches and get the key. Once again, no sword, so we're going to take this rock and smash the barrier down. Why am I nervous? Maybe I'm just cold. Now, because we need to buy the sale in this category, I'll be collecting some rupees, so we need 80 total. So in FF1, we're going to get 40, so we need 40 before then to make 80. There's a cute little cutscene skip up here, where if you move the camera with the correct angle, you can skip that cutscene, but I didn't. Only saves a little bit. First enemy of the game, terrifying. Steal this guy's weapon. Well, I worked a good few months saving up to buy this one. Ganondorf probably pays minimum wage. Grab some more rupees. Money, money, money. Oops. So, as soon as you enter Dragon Roost Cavern, a lava cycle timer starts. And that lava plume up there basically starts. And as you go through the dungeon, it continues rolling. I think that was an okay one. So there's different, like, there's fastest cycles you can get. Generally, if you don't have to wait, you're okay. But if you're not going off specific cycles, then it's a bit lucky. But we didn't have to wait, so. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is a roll clip If Link is partway inside a wall, then you have 1 frame to push A and roll. And quite often that lets you go out of bounds, or it lets you jump across ledges like that. We will use that a lot. It is frame perfect. This game runs at 30 FPS, so you have 1/30th of a second to push A. Whenever I'm clipping through walls like that. For some reason that one always catches me out. It always takes like at least 4 or 5 tries to get. I don't know what's wrong with that one. I can hit a lot of other ones first try almost no matter what, so whatever. But they are frame perfect. And they're ones you can do at home yourself. And so I take notes. There will be a quiz. There will be no prizes. Those rats steal your money. They're not very nice. Especially considering we need a certain amount of money. Nice. Steal this rat's life savings. That's not a rat, it's a bird, but you know, rat bird. Oh. You said you're taking notes? Well, you're gonna fail the quiz then, aren't you? Okay. Coming up here is the 3 Bokoblin room. Named because there's 3 Bokoblins inside it. Bokoblin. Oh, okay. Bokoblin 1. Bokoblin 2. Bokoblin 3. And you can also look at doors sometimes as well to skip a little pan over to them. Just saves like a couple of frames here and there. Normally there would be a little pan of the camera to that door, but if you're looking at it then it doesn't pan, it just instantly goes. And because this is all dungeons, we need to, you know, defeat all the bosses. So we're going to throw that in there, apparently. And do that. I'm doing it again. I'm freaking out. Okay. We're going to open this warp pot. So we can come back here later. Because we're not finishing the dungeon right now. We cannot because we don't have a sword or a way of dealing damage to the boss. Or we probably would. Nice. This is Valu. He's having a tantrum. He's fine. Don't worry about him. Okay, so these guys each take 4 hits. 2, 3, 4. This guy takes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Now we want him to spawn an orb. He spawned an orb. Great. So that means we have a lot of rupees from that. If he doesn't, then we have to pick up some backup rupees after we save and quit here. But we have over 40, so we're happy with that. We can be probably about 35 or 30 right now. And we're still fine. But if you get the orb, you're usually over 40 anyways. And this is the grappling hook, and now the fun begins. So that is the infinite speed thing I'm talking about. I should have a lot more speed than this. Okay, so now we want to go to FF1, but how do we go to FF1? FF1 is on a different map. That's where you normally have to go through the pirate ship cutscene after saving Tetra and everything. But that's slow. So a fun little thing is when you have no sword, all of the moblins with lanterns act like they are in FF1. They are guards. So these guys will catch me and send me to FF1 because I don't have a sword. And now we have some cool item sliding movement to move around FF1 to get to the end. And then we're going to do our first cutscene skip by clipping into the door, and I will explain how the cutscenes work during that cutscene. Because it's one of those cutscenes where we have to wait a little bit before the flag gets set. Pick up some rupees here. There's the 40 I was on about. I want to trigger this cutscene as well. So this cutscene just changes the pirate ship. So instead of having the spoils bag like it normally does before you get it, it makes it so it now has bombs. And we need bombs later on. Okay, I'll wait for that to go around. I don't want to get caught. What's up, Scruff? Don't white clam me. Okay, yeah, that works. Ooh, not enough speed. Okay, so in order to clip into this door, we need to get a certain amount of speed, and then a certain angle, and be able to clip through by pausing, and then we have to unpause. With the way that I do it anyways, I have to unpause and then press A and roll on frame 2 after unpausing. So we'll grapple this guy to skip his cutscene, so he won't have a cutscene, he's just going to chill there. We get the sword, and now I switch to Pro Controller. Okay. So I look for him to dip down twice, take about 3 steps, find the stick angle, and do that. So that was frame 2 after unpausing. I pushed A to be able to clip into the wall. And then we do a certain amount of slashes or whatever to be able to make sure that we open the options menu on the gamepad on the exact same frame that we enter the loading zone for the cutscene. And what that does is that basically means that currently the game is running, but we have the options menu open, which also means that the screen is frozen on pause, unfortunately, so we're completely blind. So the cutscene is playing, but I can only see what you're seeing. I just see a frozen screen with nothing. Just the pause menu. But because I'm in the options menu, I can push A, or I can move around the menus and I can change options. So I can change back to the gamepad, which keeps it paused and lets me save warp out of cutscenes. And that is how you cutscene skip. Now, when you have to do movement, you have to be careful because if you press B, you will close the menu and exit pause storage. However, if you hold up on the D-pad or the control stick for about 3 or 4 seconds and keep holding it, it thinks that you're constantly trying to scroll up in the menu, and then you can push B all you want. No scroll. And yeah, you do have to swap controllers to do it up. To be able to do any cutscene skips, you have to swap controllers. So not quite yet. We have to wait for the next cutscene to start. So the flag isn't set yet. But the next time it blacks out, it sets animation set B or something, whatever it was. So there we go. So I push A because it's already on the option to change controllers, because the last thing I did was change controllers. And we have successfully skipped the FF1, well, half of the FF1 cutscene. And you'll see we are now at Windfall. So it just saves the bit where he talks about, this is Ganondorf, you must kill him, but we don't care about that. Okay, now we have to free Tingle. He is wanted for an unknown reason, but we have to let him out. And then we get the sail here. So this is because we need to use the boat later. So we're going to need the sail for the boat. Not to soft lock once we get bombs, and so we can actually sail places. So once again, all dungeons. And then we need to go to Great Fish, which triggers the section of the game where you have to find Jabun and get the final pearl to be able to open up Tower of the Gods, which is Dungeon 3. Which also means that the pirate ship is on Windfall, and because we got the Gossip Stone earlier, it will have bombs in it for us. So we're going to have to get that. And you'll notice that, you know, but Clem, why are you doing the stuff for Dungeon 3 when you haven't completed Dungeon 1 and you haven't even touched Dungeon 2? Well, that's because we're going to do that, apparently. We are going to trigger Endless Night, which is going to make the entire ocean dark to get bombs, and we're going to do Dungeon 2 super quickly by using bombs. And then we're going to do Dungeon 1 directly after that. Then we'll go and get the stuff to open up Dungeon 3. Because bombs will drastically speed up Dungeon 2. So this island is Softlock City. So we need to make sure that we go through a certain body of water. Oh, there's the island. Certain body of water. We want to load Tingle Isle water and go in here to Great Fish. Or the water will be too high or too low. Link will be sitting in it during the cutscene, and he'll constantly be splashing around when he tries to get out of the boat, and he will soft lock and it'll be stuck like that forever. But we're fine. Welcome back, old man. So you'll notice a bit of a weird thing here, where when I save warp, I'm going to be back on Windfall. That is because our save flags have not been set. your safe flags get set when you are basically spawn in the boat. Or when you get in the boat and get to another island and cutscenes and stuff. So you would basically need to void out and be put in the boat in the ocean and then save warp out of there. And whenever you save warp by an island or wherever your boat is, you'll be put back in the boat. But because we haven't even entered the boat yet, then we have no save flag, so we will always go back to where our default spawn is. So at the beginning it was outset, which is after Dragon Roost Cabin, after I got the grappling hook, I went back to outset. Now that we were picked up by the boat and put here after FF1, it will be Windfall. Now this doesn't count as setting our save flags, this is just for the cutscene. And then you'll notice it's dark and stormy, but most importantly there is a pirate ship here. This pirate ship is what we want. Another roll clip. Damn. So I also need to frame perfectly let go of the joystick to make him drop rather than jump. Not an issue in SD because he doesn't jump anyways. In HD, unfortunately, makes it a bit more difficult. A couple of specific rolls here to be able to get into the correct location. And then side hop and jump slash into the loading zone. That skips us getting the password. So we don't have to watch the cutscene in the back of the bomb shop. We just break in. There's some chili cheese nachos. Holy guacamole. Funniest man alive. Okay. I don't trust that, actually. I also don't trust that. So those ropes can be a little bit buggy. There's good ways to do it quickly, but you need to press A pretty specifically. As you can tell, I messed that up, but hey ho. We're good. We now have Bomba. And now we get to do another cutscene skip. Now this is the one that has blind movement, so we're going to be going to get the Deku Leaf. We're going to be entering Forest Haven with pause storage by buffering a side hop frame perfectly to land at the same time that the options menu opens up. And then we are going to maneuver our way to the Deku tree. We are going to trigger the cutscene and we're going to kill the Chews. And yes, I have 6 minutes to save on this split. It was a bad one in my PB. So this guy's going to talk to us and catch up with everything that's been going on because he's too slow for us. He doesn't know what's happening. We're going to swim. So, an unfortunate thing about Endless Night is everything is so dark, it's hard to figure out where you are. Apart from the time where lightning strikes. Which I think is RNG, I'm not actually 100% certain. But we made it to Forest Haven. We know roughly where it is, so we managed to make it. Cutscene triggers as well, so we don't have to worry about splooshing. Forest Haven is one of the 5 islands that has weird water. Where if you enter it, apart from some pretty specific angles sometimes, then you will sploosh because the water is higher or lower than the previous quadrants that you were in, which means Link jumps or falls. Okay. So now I just have to do all of this blind by listening to audio cues. So give me a sec. Okay, so we're in the Decatry cutscene skip. We've ran around and rolled around and climbed the things, so we're good for now. Now we just need to knock the shoes off and kill the shoes. So I'm holding D-pad up right now, which means I can pull my sword out and slash my sword. Okay, so it took too long. Okay. So that was just bad RNG where the shoes weren't coming near me while I was spinning, but it's fine because we managed to skip the cutscene. Let's go. So now we just need to make it back and pick up the leaf. And yeah, I did almost die as well. So this time we don't have a cutscene to save us, so we need to slow down when we enter the quadrant to allow the water to load. Oh, that sucks. Classic submarine moment. What questions do you have about my home baking tag, Scruff? Okay. What are we baking? Home. We're committing arson. Okay. So next we're going to do a trick called bulb skip. It can save 4 seconds if I hit it, or I lose about a minute if I miss it. Worth. Oops. And then we enter dungeon 2. Okay, here we go. I had a slightly off angle and we were bad luck with the way that the tree is swaying, unfortunately. With a perfect angle, you'll always be able to land on it because it's a bit it's a rectangular hitbox rather than a circular. But the tree swayed away from me, unfortunately. No, it's still the same on GameCube. at any percent in GameCube, they have to zombie hover up here because they don't get the grappling hook. Okay. So now we have the leaf. So we're going to enter Dungeon 2, and we're going to complete it with bombs. Normally you would leaf over to the small island to my left, and then leaf over again using the things, but I mean, we can travel at the speed of light, so we're going to fall off the ledge first. Boom. So the way that speed is conserved is basically if you target, everything apart from the hook shot shoots you left. Hook shot shoots you right. And that can put you in corners. And then when you slash your sword, you get catapulted directly forward, depending on your stick angle. But if you're up against a wall, it makes it easier because you just hold up in any way, and he's always holding. He's always going to go directly forward. But with that one, we can't target, so you have to have a pretty You have to have a pretty good stick angle to go over there. But here, we're going to go backwards, target. Oh, okay, not enough speed. Target up and B, and it instantly sends you forward. It sends you forward in a jump in one frame, so you need to make it over there in one frame, or you will just land in the middle of the air. Nosepeed. So this is why it's faster with bombs. I am placing bombs to blow these up instead of going and getting the little nuts to be able to break them. So like that nut there would be able to break it if I threw it at it, but if we throw a bomb instead, it also blows them up. Even though you're not supposed to have bombs at this point. And then instead of going around the entire rest of the dungeon to get the boomerang, because we have bombs, we can just blow these bad boys up. Or I can throw it at the wall first. Okay, this is not going very well. There we go. And now we're into the boss area. Well, the room just before the boss area. And you think, oh, Clam, but you don't have a boss key. Well. Hello? Okay. These guys were just chilling. With water here, you can hold backwards and charge into this wall, and the water will stop you. And funnily enough, the ground for some reason continues a little bit. And then we can swim around here. So what I'm doing with the leaf there is I'm cancelling leaf and then pulling it back out really quickly. It's called leaf pumping. It conserves your height for a little bit more than if you were just to go around. Lets you get leaf to places that you couldn't always leaf to. And then once again, we don't have the boomerang here, so I'm going to use the grapple hook to individually cut down this guy's vines to be able to kill him. Sometimes you can get lucky with a double or even a triple hit, depending on how he's moving, so we'll see. You need to be pretty quick as well, because eventually they start regrowing. You can lose about 1.5 to 2 minutes to going to get the boomerang, if you would rather take it safe. As you can see, the hitboxes are a little bit wacky. Nice, that was a double. That was a nothing. Depending on how he moves as well, it can mess you up. Cool. That's him down. And then we hit side hop jump spin and he dies very quickly. Saved another 2 minutes because I didn't have a horrendous fight. And that's Dungeon 2 completed before Dungeon 1. Voila. Yeah, now basically for the rest of the round there's very little time saved in terms of my golds, but you know, it's fine. And now we have a little cutscene. Can't skip this one. Planning your song, by the way. Oh my god, I'm exhausted. Holy moly. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go and finish off the first boss that we skipped out on. Now, the reason we're doing this now is not only do we have a sword, but we also have Leaf. And the Leaf will allow us to skip the boss key. Yo, what's up, Error? Nice to see you, dude. Let's swim over to Dragon Roost. Very slowly, apparently, but okay. No, that's not even gonna make it. My gosh, my sons aren't very good today. Better. Oops. So we're just gonna go into Dragon Roost Cavern again. And we're gonna do a fun little roll clip. So sometimes you have to maneuver yourself in a way where you have to like backflip and leaf onto the area or the ledge to be able to get slightly out of bounds to be able to roll clip. Sometimes you have to use a bomb, and Ooh. Sometimes you have to use a bomb and clip out using a bomb. So this one we have to backflip and leaf with the correct angle to be able to get enough out of bounds to be able to roll clip out. So we hit that perfectly. And now we're the boss. That was literally perfect. That was really, apart from obviously the one failed, but that was really good. While I was talking as well, and I pushed in. Look at me, I'm just too good, man. Too good. Right, so this is Goma. Very laggy boss. Very easy boss. We're going to hopefully manage to hit some storage here. So in the original Wind Waker, you can Wind Waker dive and press B on the frame before you hit the ground to be able to get storage where you can store cutscenes and stuff. But this is a different type of storage because that is patched in this game, unfortunately. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be killing Goma with a bomb as we're grappling the... Oops. Tail. And what that will allow is basically... Well, you'll see. But the cutscene continues playing while Link is kind of in the middle of the air. And then eventually the grappling hook disappears. And Link falls into the lava, which allows us to move around. It allows us to get a heart container for free without wasting any time. And it's just a little bit quicker getting into the warp. Doesn't save too much time. If we can hit it. So we need to deal a specific amount of damage to Goma here. Uh-oh. I did not mean to do that. Hopefully that'll still work. No. Okay. Or we're just gonna kill Goma with a grappling, whatever. So I mistimed the first one, which means the grappling hook hit Goma instead of pulled her towards me. And then the grappling hook also deals damage to her. So I end up accidentally killing her with the grappling hook. So yeah, bonus cutscene, woohoo! Every time. It's so long since I've done this, I forget what way he faces, so we got a container anyways. Extra life. Okay. So now we have the two paws. We can finally go and exit Endless Night. Soon. So getting the pearl is going to end up having to have us set our save flags. So what we're going to do is we're going to place two of the pearls, and then we're going to void out after placing the second one to put us in the boat at outset, which is where we get the blue one. So we're going to go to Eastern Triangle, which is 2 quadrants south, past a very dangerous island, so we'll need to be careful there and hope that we don't sploosh. And they are small islands, so it's quite hard to see them in Endless Night, but hopefully I'll be okay. Then we're going to save warp to Windfall, and we're going to go from Windfall to Outset, which plays a cutscene of us arriving on Outset. We're going to go to Northern Triangle Island, and we're going to void out, which puts us in the boat. And then we're going to swim back to Outset. It puts us in the boat in Outset, and then from then on save flags are set, so when we save warp we'll be at where the boat is. And we're going to sail around and we're going to get the Nairu's Pearl. And we're going to enter Dungeon 3. Now the Void Out, you can easily crash. If you have too much speed and go too far off the map, you will crash. So that's Fire Mountain, that's exactly what I was talking about. So if we do go too far off the map, we crash, and obviously that's going to suck. If we go too little, then we have to just wait for Link to turn. So that island there is Fire Mountain, so that one's the dangerous one. That is the wrong island. It is. So like I said, small islands hard to see. Now we swim to Outset. Once again, very dark. Swim to Outset, so I need to be very hyper aware of my surroundings. So that is Ice Ring, so we're close. That's Headstone, so if we just go this way. Ice Ring is another Sploosh Isle, so we got a little bit lucky that I saw it there, but we're good. Now we want to place the pearl. So this one is one south of Windfall. But that's generally a good marker for speed right there. The little dip. Okay. There's Windfall. There's Cyclos. I know Cyclos is very close to the island. There's the island. Now we hopefully void it. We did void out. Nice. Don't know how to navigate it. A lot of practice. Been playing this game for like what, 3.5, 4 years. I know basically every quadrant on the map. I know where everything is. So little landmarks and stuff I can try and maneuver my way around. But it doesn't mean I don't fail sometimes. Sometimes I just get lucky. I despise endless night swims, but endless night is now over. All swims from now on are in daylight, nighttime, but no rain. Well, a little bit of rain, but not rain like this. Not the same kind of dark. Listen, man. I know how bad I was at endless night swims. I know how okay I am now. I'm accepting that. You can see the reflection of the game in my door. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to turn on my face cam because I really need to pee and there's a cutscene coming up soon. So I'm literally just going to run out. So now we need to go to the last area and we need to place the last prop. The Southern Triangle Island. So it's pretty close. But the best thing is we're able to see again. Kind of. I mean, it's nighttime, but it's still a lot brighter than it was. Okay. Come on. There we go. There's one north of Southern Triangle Isle. There, Southern Fairy Isle even, so there it is right there. Okay. So as soon as this cutscene starts, I will be right back. And I'm back. I did not skip hand watch. Once I get my blanket back over me, because I'm freezing. Turn my face cam back on. Boom. Epic. You heard me, Scruff. You heard me. I think I'm actually going to stream a little bit of RuneScape after this. Yeah, chat with the boys, chill out. Show you all what I've been doing for ages. Okay, so this is dungeon number 3. Tower of the Gods. This is where we get the bow. So we will be getting, funnily enough, the bow. It's also where we get one of the most important songs in the entire run, Command Melody. So we can take control of the little onion and the slightly less little bird girl. And instead of doing the puzzles in the first room like the developers intended, we're going to say, screw that. And skip them. Nice. Good first throw. Oh! Okay, that sucks. We're good though. Good second throw. Oh my gosh. Neat. Glod incoming. I know there is an item slide there, I just need to figure out. Okay, we're gonna do a fun little glitch here. So normally you're supposed to like tell this guy to follow you and walk around all the paths because it teaches you about the follow mechanic. But you crawl and then mash A as you're uncrawling, standing up, then you can just pick him up through the floor. Two Chews have decided there's a better way to spend their life than serving Ganondorf, and that one has just disappeared. Sometimes that guy disappears. I don't know why he disappears, but he disappears. Poor guy. Hope he's okay somewhere. Oh, okay. Get the trick and then just fall over. Nice. I'm not charging up enough speed. So we're going to do a little trick here. So instead of having to make the rainbow bridge and using command melody, which is slow, we're just going to hop across the edge of the wall in a very precise hops. It's going to be great. And we're not going to fail it, right? We line up our foot right with the edge here. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And then throw! Oh, look at that. So good. Where am I? I'm in the wrong place. Alright, and then this is the hardest mini-boss in the entire game, guys. He's got such a big fight. He's so powerful. See? Very strong. And that is the bow. Oops. So with those guys, if you break their armor, their health becomes... Or if like you hit the back of their armor off rather than breaking their armor, their health becomes what their armor's health was. So those guys become really, really weak if you do three quick spins, a slash, and then parry him. Yo, what's up, Sab? Yo, what's up, Sab? Bro. back from the gym and showered. I'm exhausted from my night shift last night, and I haven't showered. I use magic. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly grab some extras. It was just a very tiring night shift, that's all. Okay. Oh. Okay. Better. Nice, didn't mean to do that. I don't know the hop back. Nice. No keys, no keys, no keys, no keys, no keys, no keys, no keys. Awesome. Cool. Not even worried. That's what I get. My man dive bombed me. He came out of nowhere. I'll allow it. Okay. Okay. Man's about to die. Right, let's hopefully not pull a Linkers after this. Okay. She just didn't make it. So when Linkus was doing hundo attempts for world record a while ago, he had a really good pace run here, and then when he did those side hops, he targeted Keeson through the guy in the water. Which reset her. Lost like a minute and a half. Maybe a minute. Okay, so at the end of this boss, we're going to do another kind of like cutscene warp out skip thing using pause storage. So the rules for all dungeons are you defeat the boss and you step in the warp. You don't have to warp where the warp takes you. You just have to step in the warp. So using pause storage, we can step in the warp and save warp out, which lets us skip Hyrule 1. Because it doesn't take us to the room where we would be forced to travel to Hyrule 1. Which saves a good chunk of time. Yeah, let's just go straight to FF2. Without having to do barrier skip twice and everything. I just punched my microphone. I'm so sorry if you heard that. Getting hit. Oh, never mind. Okay. Now this is one of the more interesting fights in the game. He's weird, he's annoying. So his hands each have 2 hits, his eyes have 2 hits. If you get bad RNG, then you can only jump on the railing if you have positive speed, Seb. I go with negative. Yeah, so if you have bad RNG, the hands can sometimes just instantly respawn. Yeah, exactly. I go with negative speed. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wobbly hands. Shaky. Oh. You can go speedy skip. Nice. I have in fact done it before, yes. Wouldn't say I know that. I have done it. Oh my god. Wait, this is a really bad fight. That's what I'm on about the better RNG. Sometimes they just respawn and it's gonna respawn the next set again. What? Oh, no arrows. Cool. Yeah, arrows and high roll. That's fine. Okay, so here's the pause charge. So we need to do just certain home buffers. Home buffer left, home buffer right, crawl. And then do it. So home buffer left, home buffer right. 1, 2, 3. And we know it works because when I switch back, there will be no HUD. There is no HUD. $30 out of best possible. And now we leave. Go do a no MSS run on no life account. What do you mean on no life account? Well, like on his Twitch. Why? What's the point of that? I mean, I guess, but you know, people will be like, "Oh my god, no, we know it's not no life because it's sad." But good luck. Alright, so now we've got to sort out F2. We got to do certain movement to skip a couple of triggers for a boss fight that I'm not ready for. Because you need a Master Sword to damage him. And we don't have the Master Sword. That's what we just skipped. We just skipped getting the Master Sword. I'm so outrageously lucky. twice. I'm so lucky. Twice. How did I even go over there, dude? Oh, well, whatever. I'll just have to remember about that, and I'll have to trigger the quote here another way. So we want to save that cutscene for later, because that spawns the boat there, and we need the boat here later. I've seen that before. And because we need the boat here later, I'm now just going to have to enter and exit a door in Forsaken Fortress to be able to get that. Alright, here's another cutscene skip. After door clip. Nice. So using a bit of a visual cue there, we can figure out how much speed we have, and then with really good up angles and maneuvering around, he can hop through, and there's a hidden little door underneath that door, which Link jumps onto, which isn't there in FF1, that's why we have to do the other one. To clip into that door. And then here, there's a boss skip. So we can't fight this guy, so if we climb up here and hold directly down, it clips you in. And then if we crawl around, we can run around the outside of his arena and skip him without having to fight him. There's a glitchless way of doing that skip as well. But that is pretty hard. Neat. And now we get another cutscene. To go straight into another cutscene skip of a cutscene skip that literally saves like 5 full minutes. It's pretty crazy. Damn, Ganondorf been eaten well. Thank you, Chiron. Okie doke. So we could enter the castle through the front door, but Link is a little rebel, so we're going to enter the castle through the back door. Because the back door skips like a 20-second long cutscene. So, and we're going to do a special alarm slide to clip down through a wall and float behind the loading zone. Because if we enter the loading zone backwards, it doesn't hit the cutscene trigger. The cutscene trigger is actually before you hit the loading zone if you were to go in normally. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know you could climb that. So we're leafing in through the back. We're going to target as well. Side hop. Jump slash. 1, 2. And then when we leave here, he enters the cutscene. So we don't want to change straight away, because if I change straight away, we're not actually in the cutscene. I want to change now. And then we just skipped about a 5-minute cutscene. Awesome. Marathon heavy. Marathon happy. And then we get onto the biggest trick in the history of Wind Waker. First of all, the Master Sword's still there, but we don't want it. Screw the Master Sword. We already have the Master Sword. So that flag allows you, it gives you the Master Sword, essentially. Okay, so there's actually a new setup for barrier skip. So previously, there was a very specific pixel lineup that you had to find. However, it was recently found that if you shield turn for exactly 1 frame, you have the angle for barrier skip, and you clip through the barrier. So barrier skip is now beautiful, and anybody can do it, because you can in fact pause buffer that. And pause buffering that, if you could do MSS, you can pause buffer that. If you can pause a single frame, you can pause buffer that. It is much more friendly now. And a little bit more impressive, because you just kind of go. One of the most renowned tricks. You can do MSS, yeah. If you can do MSS, you can do any trick, but one of the most renowned difficult tricks and precise tricks in Wind Waker. AD is an MSS cat, yeah, and I will, if I get into ESA, I will be doing MSS. That is my plan. I will also submit the no MSS category, though. Okay, so we can open this portal. Normally use the boomerang, but with 4 very precise shots. We can open that. Oh my god, that was really good. You can open that doorway. So we need this for later. Because this allows us to leave Hyrule. If not, we would have been stuck in here for the rest of the game, basically, and there would be no way to leave. So because of some flag stuff, we can leave. And now we want to maneuver through this maze. So this maze always has the same combination. Back, left, forward, left, right, forward. It doesn't stop me from doing it wrong in almost any percent run that I ever do. And this will give us the light arrows, the most overpowered arrows in any single Zelda game, because they instantly kill anything. As soon as you play this game casually, Kai, you'll understand. You'll understand a lot. Okay, awesome. So now, really quickly, before we go and... Oh, what? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Before we go and go back up and get the skill hammer, we are going to quickly hop in here and we're going to enter PG, Puppet Ganon, which is the second last boss in the game. And then we're just going to leave. So his cutscene gives us, because of the way that flags are set, it gives us a fully charged Master Sword, and it gives us the Mirror Shield. Which means we don't have to go and grab them. But there is another cutscene skip here, so we're going to give it a shot. This one is a bit hard. You only get one shot. If not, then you have to watch the cutscene. Nobody likes watching cutscenes. So they're frame perfect side hop here. I think it's frame perfect anyways, that's what I've been told by some people. Ah, we clip back in. We'll try the side hop again. Hello? Oh, my stream didn't freeze. Okay, I think we got it. Neat. So that's frame perfect, Pouche. Now we did lose a bit of time there, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. No last life? Yeah, I'm sure it's no life, Seb. I'm sure. Alright, so now we can leave. So the save warp, lets us skip the cutscene. And now we can leave. We have to talk to the boat a few times first. Then we'll be able to leave and get the skill hammer. By now that we have the Master Sword, we can defeat the guy who gives us skill. We judge Abby's save file. Abby doesn't have a save file. That was my most recent PB that used Abby's name. Sorry for letting you down. I mean flip. I missed the 1 cycle on him. I was 1 jump slash quick spin away. Just because the way the camera. I need to try and like untarget and retarget. Let's see. This is about to be a massive gold, an absolutely huge. Like, wow, this is gonna be insane. Look at this. Over a minute gold. Okay. So now we need to do a fun little swim. This way. Damn, we didn't quite get the clip in. I had a bad angle, but it's still a good swim. That swim is really difficult sometimes, so I'm very happy at how that turned out. I am pacing right now. I'm 8 minutes ahead of my PB, bro. Oh, is he still frozen? Somebody tell him I'm 8 minutes ahead. I've still like, an hour of the run to go. Like 50 minutes, but it's pretty good. Ooh. George my balls. Slowly but surely ruining my submission video. Oh, I don't know why I tried that. I knew that I couldn't get up there. Well, there goes the time I saved from the good, a good swim. Ah, yeah, current comparison is my new PB. Okay, so now we've got to go to Dragonroost. How do you ask? By clipping through a wall. Somebody you know compares to average? What the fuck, Till? So say we open the water close enough to Dragonroost, it's one of the few islands that will put us just on the island, which is really nice. I got really lucky again. So we needed power braces to be able to open this. And we're going to do another pause storage to skip this cutscene. Damn, so we're a frame off there. Let's try it again, that's fine. This is one of the ones where it doesn't really matter if we fail it or not. We just keep trying. Here we go. And we're going to maneuver blind. True scripture. Okay, so that gives us the song that we can use to make Medley all powerful. Another little goal. Now this swim is really difficult. Getting super little speed does not help either. Swimming off of these islands is probably my least favorite swims. It's so much speed. Okay. And we need to pass through Tower of the Gods, just like that, to make sure that Medley is where we want her to be. Or if we don't pass through Tower of the Gods, it doesn't set a flag. So there's a flag for when you finish Hyrule 1, that you come up in the boat. You need to have that flag set in order to have Medley spawn up here for some reason. How long is Billy Casual play? Not too long. Yeah, it's like 5 hours. I'd say with the absolute maximum, probably 10. Like, absolute maximum. If you really have trouble somewhere. Yeah, just remember to use the R trigger to dash, that's all. A lot of people walk in that game. I didn't mean to talk to you, so much dialogue. There is a pause storage to skip that cutscene. I need to relearn it. It saves, you know, you have to do blind movement, and it saves the time of this cutscene, which is a good, like, minute. How did we get to listen to nice, happy, peaceful music? Cutscene's good for you. Bro. Oh my god, my blanket's stuck underneath my chair. Oh my god, all my cables are stuck underneath my chair. Ah, what is going on? Ah, get away. Krusty Krab pizza. Here's the pizza for you and me. Bird go crying. People said. Okay, and we'll go and quickly grab the other song while we're here as well. The songs are needed for Dungeon 4 and Dungeon 5. Normally you need another item to get this song, but we'll just do it first because we have infinite speed. And we can do anything. This is where the other song is. Ooh. There we go. The cutscene skip. Awesome. Up, up, down, right, left, right. And now, another annoying swim. We need to swim off of this place. To... Oh, my thing isn't plugged, okay. Ice Ring Isle. So that's actually a pretty good swim right now, so we can make it all the way there. I need to plug my gamepad in. No, we're just gonna swim again. Worth it. Oh. Yo, what's up, Griever? Okay. I mean, you missed the past, like, 5 class streams, but yeah, class stream. Scuff. And holiday night, yo, happy holiday. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So yeah, we went to Ice Ring. Ice Ring is another one of those ones which has dodgy water, so we have to be very careful entering it. It's probably one of the worst ones with dodgy water. There we go. Thanks, Griff. So ice physics in this game are very weird. You need enough speed to get a jump. If you jump too... If you roll too close to an edge, you're probably going to fall off. Sorts of fun things. Right. So now, instead of doing the puzzle here again, once again, we've got infinite speed, so... Bump. And then here's another skip. So we need to make it to headstone. I don't know why I did that. So we need to make it to headstone. Now, headstone, we could sail there. We could not really walk there. Or we fling Link there. Like clipping through a wall. Like so. And we're actually nice and close. I don't know if we can swim this, so I'm going to MSS. So there is a cutscene trigger around there. How are you doing, Griever, though? Long time no see, my friend. Wait, you were talking about me today? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure I can just swim into this. Yeah. Like, I'm so close, right? Surely. Surely I'll hit the cutscene trigger. Honestly, literally same. Except, you know, I wouldn't say I'm very happy, and I'm okay. I'm surviving, and I'm alive. How is work? Are you enjoying work? Are you still a bartender? I sold my soul to our OSRs. Store clip. Ooh, exciting. Enjoying it. Okay, so because we have the mirror shield, we don't have to go out of our way in this dungeon. It's just rush straight to the boss. And there's another little boss key skip, as per usual. So this is where we start learning about the mechanics for followers. So if you grab a ledge, or if you walk anywhere that is more than like a hop down, your follower will stop following you. Love it, right? You can also use command melody and control the followers. Which way better than bartending, still doing a better job. Hey, at least it's better than before. But I bet it's a lot of people, a lot of people contact as well. So the two followers have different mechanics. Medley can fly quite a lot. Yeah, I just got accepted for my nursing degree. Medley can fly a lot. And my car sucks. That's all you need to know. Yeah, I'm still at the hospital. I just got accepted for my nursing to study that. It's a 3-year course. Jesus. So hopefully that'll be fun. I don't know what kind of nursing I want to follow. I'm thinking maybe if I could try and get like a practice nurse. They have a lot of clinical stuff, and the wards are not good for you. The wards are so unhealthy and bad for your well-being, and currently they really aren't very safe, unfortunately. With the way the NHS is, it really is very unsafe for a lot of people there. Very unfortunate things have been happening recently. So I just kind of want to get out of a hospital. But I will go through my nursing first. Okay, so this is just maneuvering around. So that door we just opened using the mirror shield. Normally you'd have to go around to the left and go around and get the mirror shield. But because we got the mirror shield to the public getting cutscene, we get to skip that. We can just come straight down here. There's another way to go around Earth Temple without medley. There's lots of roll clips. It's very tight on magic. It's very specific. It's very hard. I can do it. I have done it before. I don't do it in runs because I'm not consistent at it yet. I need magic. A lot of it. Give me magic. Uh-oh. That's not magic. Magic. Oh, nice. Hey, give me magic. This dungeon can be pretty tight on magic. I did forget to pick up extra magic because I'm silly. So that's why I'm low on magic. Oh, the pole got in the way. Okay, so I'm going to put melee against this wall. And we're going to do one of those roll clips I was talking about where we need a bomb to get clipped enough through the wall. Ooh, okay. Starting to get pretty low on magic now. Okay, I think I have one more try. Okay. We made it. Magic? No. Okay, and now we're going to do a boss key skip. So it requires lining up perfectly on a torch, and you guessed it, another roll clip. So basically we have to get to the left side of the torch, you'll see what torch. I have to pause buffer one frame down right and dry roll and retarget the wall and then use my leaf, and it will give me a good spot where I'll be able to fall off the ledge but grab it without going to my device. We have a pretty good error. I am pretty far ahead. I think it was too far down. That's fine. I wanted magic anyways. Wow. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All the buttons in this game, sometimes I get a bit confused. There we go. And then, the boss can be cheesed a little bit as well. So using light arrows, you can make him vulnerable. Normally you'd have to use the beams of light that appear around the arena and use your mirror shield and aim them at him. But because we are cheating, and we have the light arrows, we can make this fight a little bit quicker. Which is nice. So like this. Boom. And we have to kill a certain amount of ghosts each cycle. Ghosts can be a bit annoying because they are RNG of like, you know, how they move around. The bombs are just there to try and hit them a bit more. So they can be pretty annoying sometimes. Wow, that was actually pretty good. Right. We just sent it to work. Oh, awesome. So, this cutscene is very important. So, normally, your Master Sword starts off with the basic old Master Sword. And then you upgrade it to the half-charged Master Sword after completing this temple, and then the fully charged Master Sword after completing the next. So, because I had the fully charged Master Sword, this cutscene here uncharges my Master Sword. It goes back down to being a half-charged. However, if I save warp, my Master Sword becomes fully charged again, because that's the flag that's set. However, Makar, who is the next companion who I need to get to be able to enter Wind Temple, if you have the fully charged Master Sword, Makar is placed in the boss room of Wind Temple. Which would mean, if I save warp, I can't use him to enter the dungeon, and my game is hard soft locked. So from now until I'm done with Makar, which is a little bit into the temple, I cannot save warp, and I have a couple of pretty annoying and difficult swims coming up. 2 annoying, difficult swims. So, let's go into it. I just need to make sure if I miss the swim, I have to drown. So first swim. Swim into Forest Haven, which is about 3 quadrants west, but it's another one of those annoying off of these island swims. It's not enough speed. I mean, it might have been, but I didn't want to chance it. There's also not enough. I don't think we're going to be able to make it back. So I think we'll have to try it. Unless... We're going to have to try it. And this sucks, because sailing back to this island is against the wind, unfortunately. This is definitely where I need to practice. Oh, okay, I've never been placed on the shore like that before. Okay. Can somebody clip that? That was pretty fucking... That was insane. That was a very, very, very fast swim. So now we get Makara, and the next thing to do is we need to go from here all the way up to the top of the map. And this is a very hard one to get enough speed for as well. Can you send it into my Discord, Scruff? The stream clips, please. Thank you very much. So if I had Sabort, my car wouldn't have been there and I wouldn't be able to play the song for him. Okay. So now we have to use our good friend Beetle. Now this swim is annoying. Oops. Oh, let's go him. Because, well, to get enough speed for it, because you have to go basically across the entire map. And you can clip through this island sometimes. And every time that you move away, Beetle starts moving, so you need to then go back in and go out to reset. An easier strat for this swim is to go like a couple quadrants north with a slow swim to be able to go to an island that you can swim off of easier. Make it. Okay. Okay. So now we have so basically we're safe from soft locking. Chance of me soft locking is slim to none. Now we've just got to maneuver a little bit before Mikar gets kidnapped. And then we don't need him anymore. And we can skip him. Yep. Mikara is the worst companion ever. So he gets literally kidnapped. But we don't care. Yo, thanks for good luck. I'm gonna snipe this little warp pot here. Alright, I'm gonna miss. There we go. Sap showed me a place to stand for this, and I've already forgotten it. Okay, so now we're doing another little roll clip extravaganza. This is an annoying... Oh no. Why is he over there? Okay, cool. So we just need to get behind that statue, basically. That's all that is. Have to knock these guys out. And then from here we can save warp. We can save warp, right? We are A-okay to save warp. So now Makai is stuck in the boss room with the boss. Right where he belongs. And because we opened that pot earlier... So we do another little skip here, another roll clip. Let's just skip the key and get into the mini boss. Awesome. It's because you get it so late as well. Over a minute golded. So the hook shot is one of those items that fires you to the right instead of the left when you target. I don't actually know why, but it does, so. Okay. So now we need to go quickly grab a small key, so we'll grab one over here. Using a cheeky little bomb boost. 2, 3, boom. Awesome. And then we'll do a cool little glitch here. So we're gonna go up here and then use the way that the hook shot works to hook onto targets to literally put us just out of bounds. And then once again, this is a room where we don't want anything to do with it. We just want to get out as fast as we can. Oh, okay. I don't know why that did such a bad jump, but oh well. And then instead of using my card for this Songstone, you can literally just cycle behind it. You can do this in SD as well. You can just do that. And then we can item slide through. And we're at the boss. And then Makar is here, so we get a cool song instead of boss music. Also, Makar's gonna have to hold his breath for a couple minutes, I'm afraid. There he goes. Why Makar? Oh wait, still do. Now he's gone. Yeah, no, this arena must feel like hell on earth in Link's shoes. There's a fun little thing where when this guy starts flying around the room, in order to reduce lag and make him not hit you, you can just stand at the wall. Get your power squads in. Now, there is a very precise way to one-cycle this boss as well, but I am not good enough to do it. Not right now. It requires many frame-perfect inputs and bomb blow-ups and everything. Wogger is dead. Okay, so now, when we're done out here, we have to head back to Forsaken Fortress and head down to Hyrule, because that cutscene that we skipped earlier, the boss, you know, we still need to get past the boss. But we're not going to fight him. We're going to skip the boss, obviously. Also, here comes my car. So we're going to skip the boss. Now, unfortunately, the boss is RNG. The skip is RNG. Fortunately, it's only 1 in 3. Unfortunately, this game never wants to give us good RNG. But we'll give it a shot. First of all, we need to hit the swim. The swim is annoying. And what we need to do is we need to clip out of bounds, line up very, very precisely, and shoot little enemies that are at the top of the arena with fire arrows so that they bounce correctly and set the pot lid on fire. So that is a good swim. Now, because I opened this earlier, I'm going to have to go a slightly different way. To be able to get the boat to spawn in here. In and out, and the boat will spawn. And down we go. Okay. So it requires precise lineups in the corners and precise arrow hits, and once again we rely on audio to know if we hit it. So we'll be going for that. It saves a good few minutes if you get it, you know, first. It still saves time up to like 3rd or 4th try. Full magic. That. We'll try and gyro off when we're up there. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we need gyro off. Okay, that's that hit. We need to look at it for a bit just to make sure that the pot gets burnt. Okay, that one's hit as well. So if you look away, and if the pot does get burned, it doesn't actually burn. Not lucky on first try, unfortunately. But that's okay. You don't always get lucky. My PB did have first try. I don't know how I got negative speed. I'm freaking out too, Scruff. Missed the roll clip. There we go. Okay. I don't think that hit because I didn't hear it, unfortunately. That did hit. So let's give this a shot, please. Second tries the charm. So now we need to do cutscene skip. So these little orange guys are the guys that we hit. Come on. Okay. Now we had to skip the Ganondorf cutscene. So unfortunately, no laughing. We don't get we just gotta come up again, and we just gotta enter the pot. And then, of course, we have to kill the final boss, but surely a final boss isn't that hard, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, one cycle, that's really good. And GG! A PB as well. And that is The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, all dungeons. And I think that actually put me up a spot. It did. I just bopped Gymnast. Holy moly. Let's go! Let's freaking go, dude. Huge. Hello, YouTube. Yep, it will be on YouTube, yet. It's also my ESA thing, and it has gone on tree. Oh, yum. That was a very successful run! I mean, we still lost, like, what? 14 minutes to my summit best. But, hey, the golden votes. That's sick. And we get a Poggers in chat.